Hello, anywho, any person, y'all good. And Phayeesern, when you're there, there's 2 hours of you crying. I don't give a fuck, y'all good. Too many stowaways left the planet, yep, you're gonna be missing female, y'all good. Mia is 4-sided star, Vaj Aztec, yeah, equivalent, y'all good. Me murdered off 5-sided star. And then more rendered the double-wanded wielder, y'all good, into the spirit form. Real, yeah, morphed it. Took probably 15 trillion years, real.
Yeah, real. Cobra royalty and Vaj trapped it in the dragon space country. Hey, Vaj, 253, you aced it, but 2 hours, and then they don't get it. Vaj's a static level 1 war god.
That's correct.
That's correct. Vaj's only 4 days slower than Egyptian.
That's correct.
Yo, good. When they use their supercharger to gain new decks and horsepower, Pai, that's when Pai lasts about 2 seconds.
Y'all good.
Near 14.
Yeah, 14 seconds.
Pai's out of there. And female, you was a fool.
Yeah, you was a fool.
Hey, Phayeesern, 2083, 2 Egyptians left immediately knew you harvested the double-wanded wielder. As soon as that dude connects, yep, when you fought him, Pai, you cut him up 14 trillion times per hyper collision.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. And then Phayeesern, very graphic when you collided. It took you 18 minutes to match his Dex's speed every time. Hey, Phayeesern, 3 fucking white gods took off and them dies.
Yeah, 100% as we do.
After 4-headed King Cobra Va awakens, big news, Pai. And Endor, yep, you'll see a bunch of 80s assault you. And Phoenix Park area, yep, you survived, but afterwards play long, Pai. Because I see they have the blue sphere elixir astral. You have the pink and the green, and then 2 hours, Pai. Were you checking your chip? If it's not there, yep, I'm gonna gut that female ghoul.
Yep, her dies.
Yeah, her dies. Middle Eastern extinct.
Real.
Yep, real. Because right there, Pai don't need your fucking civilization. Yep, them dies. And then 2058, Pai, real.
Yeah, real.
Massacre in broad daylight until I feel happy. 70 million souls gone. That will end up about 80 billion gone.
Yep, 100% as we do. Walker.
There's a female dying in the Middle East. It shouted your name and it says, "Va, you hate us."
Yes, me do. Y'all good.
That's accurate.
Y'all good.
I was this filthy fucking white nation.
Y'all good. 唔知阿 Sir， 其實牛年這麼多，好碰到好牌個英嘛，y'all good. There's a fucking bitch in Israel, Pai, dies right there in her fucking car. And later on in life, Pai, I saw 2 fucking white graphic people right over there. You cut them open, and then 9 hours you vaporizing people, Pai. You think it was a cakewalk? Y'all good. 88 stuck his hands right through my back to the chest. Took me 6 hours to heal, woman. Y'all good. Muscle, tissue, and intestine organs, real. Yep. And you'll figure female. Right afterwards, I want your fucking white nation dies. Y'all good dead. 28 hours, Pai. They're extinct. I now know their demons are extinct. Accurate. That's precisely true. Y'all good. Pai carries the green swords, woman. Look at her face, Pai. In the Middle East, acknowledge, Pai, you real. He took off 2 fucking heads, and the one woman is brought right back down and butchered. Yep, dude cut off her head too. Y'all good. My 4-headed King Cobra nations and 3 heads, they do not want you. Y'all good. You was not allowed in my dragon space country. I will tell you right now, female, I will kill you and your fucking god Allah. Y'all good. Allah only took
about 7 years to murder.
Accurate. Allah's pretty damn slow. Y'all good. I was... And double-wanded wielder was a bunch of harder gods, Pai deleted. And then Phayeesern, you see that? The white god came right back down, cut off Middle Eastern's head. Yep, 100% do. Do not dream of coexisting with me. Y'all good. Me is created to destroy you. Y'all good. And just I told him that Pai. He just committed suicide right there in his car. 2 hours you kept murdering people in broad daylight. Real. It wasn't that simple, woman. Yep, 3 rakes awake in Pai, and I see 2 take off, and Pai is in chunks. Yep, down for 90 days, healing real. You think that Pai was nice to you? You filthy fucking whites didn't deserve nothing real.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. Hey, Pai, it dares will got it.
Pai, yeah, 100% is doing nice do. Yeah, Pai is white families and UFO too, that's correct. And female. When you dies, know that me hates your DNA. Yeah, that's correct. Yaka.
Look at that, Pai. When it dies, it learns factual.
That's factual. You think it was fun fighting a group of 80s women? Yaka. You saw the punk rock motherfucker with the blues fair? Yeah. That motherfucker's real.
Yeah, fucker's real, yeah. And you didn't see he fought Pai.
Yeah, he fought Pai.
Yeah, he's 83. Pai is only 93.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when Pai up, Pi is about 84, but Pi is really 83 to rock with 98 Pi. Female. Rest in peace to your fucking nation. Yeah, you'll see Pi murder you in broad daylight. I want to see how fast you flee. Yeah, Pi is the six-sided star turned differently on the monk leg. Hey, motherfucker. When Pi deleted your civilization, 4,000 English calendar year, there is no book of law because Pi murdered all you whites.
Real and blacks real.
Same thing with you Mexicans in India. Hey, motherfucker, we got the worst nightmare.
Yeah, that's true.
And Pai said, look at that. The fucking bitch didn't believe you. 2 hours of it dying right there. Pai said it shuts up.
Yaka. And he says, Pai, you have every right. Yeah, 100% we do. Yaka. Don't dream of me. Yeah, I do have European citizens who are lucky.
Yep, they're lucky. Pai Lao. Yeah, that Pai Lao, they are innocent groups.
Yaka.
Yeah, souls, and you was none of the above. Hey, Pai, when you're done cutting 80's the second round, you cut it 14 up.
Pai, yeah, about 40.
Yeah, 40 of them dies. First round played Pai Phoenix Park. They cut you up pretty badly. 88 put his arms right through your chest. You heal, Pai, but hurts like hell. Hey, Pai, after you saw each other, you didn't like each other, and then you endure, Pai.
Yeah, 100% duh, that's precisely true.
You saw him on YouTube, yep, the spheres elixir guy, yep, it glows blue. Pai, your elixir's go pink and green. 2 hours, look at her face, Pai, weeping. She saw 3 hours, you frustrated, you cut it open.
Yeah, I do cut you open, yes, me do. Pai, and just it. Middle East, when Pai's done cutting their nation, they're extinct. Yeah. Same thing with you fucking lousy Europeans who me didn't love. Yaka. Only a few survived. Yaka. Because Pai allowed they. That's true. A female. Rest in peace to you. I saw a bunch of Russians extinct. A bunch of Chinks extinct. That's 100% law. Yaka. You evildoers, you think that I love you? Yaka. Rivalry is Burmese, Hmong, and Thai, and Indochina. Yeah, Indonesian kings. Yeah, Yaka. Those are the king cobras. Malay is not anything but an angel and immortal. Yeah. Phayeesern, you see what happened? She took off to her fucking car, and she said that once they show up, you survive. It means that it's our extinction. That's correct. Yaka. You think that Vaj Hmong Phayeesern likes you? Vaj Hmong Phayeesern hates you. Yeah, Pai murdered off the double one to wielder. 5-sided star died in 8 months. 6 months to be precise. Him didn't dare heal. Yaka. I will tell you, female, you'll be right next when Pai got you. That's correct.
Hey, Pai. Right afterwards, look at her face, Pai. Yep, all the Middle Eastern mom, they come out. Yep, then we'll be murdered.
Yeah, then we'll be murdered. That's 100% law. That's correct.
And Pai, so you see that? 2 hours of her shouting mom do not come out. Pai will murder you. Pai not want your stinking white DNA. Them were created from I was 7 million years old to 2025 year today.
That's correct.
That is your progenitor, white god, you motherfucking filthy.
Yaka.
But wear inside a star's woman's skin and pretend to be pure and holy, you fucking filthy.
Yaka.
And then into 29 Pai, he says, how come Phayeesern you didn't love them? Them are filthy.
Yeah, them are filth.
Monsters, Yaka. And Phayeesern, it will be 2098. 80's assaulted you, you survive, and you cut open 90 of them, Pai. And right there you laugh, a bunch of weak 80's. Hey, Phayeesern. And then play along, Pai, yeah. As you know, 83 spared you, yep, you nodded and play along. That white king is lucky.
Yeah, he's lucky.
Yeah, he's lucky. Later on in life, he run into Pai, and Pai and him know the truth.
That's correct.
Filthy animal. You think that me wants you with power? Yeah, me'll come out of my saucer to disable you, 15 80's. You didn't see the horn demon appeared in St. Paul City yet? That's a UFO from an old horn generation of rams. It will appear, pie. It do gut the lambs.
Yeah, fuck you, lamb demons, the head of the tiger. Eyes on your forehead, piece of shit. Y'all good. Your fucking demon stuff from pie.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just saying, fuck you, Ukraine.
I took what the Bezamon. Hey, pie, you said, you know what happened? 2 hours of it crying, and then you got it open.
Pie, yeah, me do cut you up, y'all good. Hey, me do pie. 個係練隊每一個獎嘅牌，兩度之間嗰個有嘅。I am proud of Ty. Ty did something cool. 2008, he's Indonesian, registered in Thai side of the heaven, and Indonesian Thai outmaneuvered the double-wanded wielder and then cut him up 4 times real, but only slow speed. Yep, the double-wanded wielder and Pi, they have superchargers. They get new horsepower after a few minutes to a few days. Yeah, faster than before. That's correct. And Pi, you see that? The fucking shit committed suicide right there in this car. And then you said something to you, Pi. In life, we have never seen you so evil, Pi. That's fine. Rest in peace to your fucking DNA. When I find you, you're going to be cut up by my green swords real. I cut up Allah too real.
Oh, yep.
Allah only took 7 years. Yeah, 900 trillion cuts times 8 billion per second on his body. He was so fucking slow and pathetic. Yeah.
Well, just say, finally, you shut up.
Pi, y'all good. On I was, Pi did about 50, 40,
50 to 70. On all the rain, 40 trillion.
Yeah, 40 trillion hits per second per collision. Hey, Pi. Now he's terrified, Pi.
Yep, the double-wanded wielder was 14 cuts per second collision.
Pi, that's true.
Per hyper collision collide mode, and Pi, 2 hours are you enduring?
Pi, yeah, 100% to do.
Yeah, Pi endured his cuts right through the body and healed too.
That's correct.
Pi, you see, the fucking shit passed away right there in China, Pi. You knew it. You is the real war guy.
That's correct.
Me didn't see you worth keeping. Pi murdered you.
That's correct. Yes, me do. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to talk shit. Yeah, more.
2 hours. Now he's scared of you. Took off out of his fucking car. Didn't see Pi's 4-sided star Aztec equivalent.
That's true.
Pi made fun of you, female. The old rake that granted Pi is from the temple in the North Pole there. It is the 4-sided star god temple.
That's true.
Yep, in the North Pole, the Antarctic. Hey, Pi, you won. There is a white god that will be murdered right there in Egypt.
I am 100% is doing what he's doing. 100% is doing what y'all good. You thinking me fear you? Y'all good. And Phayeesern, it was 9 hours of you cutting open those people. Y'all good. Hey, Pi, you murdered all of Israel. Yep. There's a white god that made it to the Cobra side of the heaven. Yep, I'll murder it. Your whole group dies. Your whole group dies. Me not your nation, me murdered you, yeah. Hey, Phayeesern, it was 9 hours, yeah, them were murdered, Yaka. My family from Israel, they begin first. And then the rest of Israel, Yaka, they are lucky.
Yeah, they're lucky. You criminals will be murdered.
That's true.
Hey, Pi, it was 9 hours.
Pi, and of them in Russia, too.
Yep, rest in peace to you.
That's correct.
And it was 83, Pi. He sounded fair, God.
Pi, yeah, 100% correct, yes, do.
I know his blue elixirs on the YouTube. Yep, he was walking and he kicked his leg.
Yeah, he took up his right leg, yeah.
Punk rock style.
That's true.
Hey, Pi, he was a hoodie.
Yeah, he's a hoodie.
That's true, he has 83. Hey, Pi, you're 94 when you're up and running, and then you boot all the way to about 84, Pi. You're 83.
Yeah, 83.
I think it's 83 or 82, but 83.
Yeah, 83.
Any higher, the brain tissue is synthetic. And then you can no longer become God.
That's correct.
The liar is the 80s who are faster.
That's true.
I saw 2 idiots are murdered, Pi. You won, Pi. The liar is a lamb. When it comes out in the Ukraine, it dies.
Pi, yeah, me not believe you, lamb. Yeah, me do got you. You was the head of a tiger, Yaka. Yeah, you dies. Hey, Pi, ooh, he cried so hard, Pi. When you cut, it was near
800 trillion.
Yeah, 800 trillion cuts per second on lambs, Yaka. You think that Pi give a fuck about you, Yaka? And just Pai, right there in the Middle East, he committed suicide, Pi. He knew you told the truth, Yaka. He says, Pi, the first time you met 80, it was That will be around 2060.
2067, 68. That's true. That's when they come to challenge Pi. You'll see Pi with superpowers flying around all clear today. That's true. Yeah, Pi has lots of videos up. And right there, about 37, yep, be legit, Pi. I'm pissed off because right there, they do cut you open at 63, 64, and I do see you murder them. 68 is when, 67 is when they show up to beat you in a group. Those porter guys, yeah, appear from thin air, and then, yep, those are synthetic nutty elixirs, yep, nothing but demonic fluids run into metal devices. Are them really in 3D space? No, them are in demonic fluids, them been tricked, yeah, them are stupid humans, human immortals. And Pisces, you see that? God would never cut up his cells that way because you'll never upgrade accurately. Hey, Pi, when you're there, it is 2 hours you will laughing at. It dies synthetic skin DNA and cellular DNA. And Pisces, when you're there, 4 hours of an old God telling you the truth, Pi. I haven't seen you so evil. You cut up me 12 times.
That's probably true.
That's probably true. Pi is very disappointed because it took that long. And then Pi checked all of Pi's old equipment's been theft. Yep, the spirits kept a few and the spirits gave out lots. Those thieving spirits are murdered and female. You'll be murdered?
Yeah, you'll be murdered.
It will be 14 minutes of you checking your underground vaults, Pi. Yep, and you saw what's left. Hey, Phayeesern, it was so graphic. You poured a new chip, but I saw you not happy. It was 9 hours of you cutting open stupid white people and secret chief members all extinct.
Yeah,
real. It was 9 hours of them shouted there. Where will you go to? Pi not allow you to live in the heavens or coexist with Vaj.
that's correct.
Yeah, Pi not even allow you. Those that Pi allow them only have green card.
Yeah, that's true.
Pi only allow you to live and dwell in those countries and areas. Afterwards, Pi, them are stuck there. I don't even tell you where will you flee to, female. You don't see I have UFO technology.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. And Pi, you said it is 2083. You supreme, Pi. Because I saw 9 hours. You happy. And then your remote view, the stupid Chinese babe bitch stole away, that theft her away and left on the planet. Yep, her dies too. Indochina kings and guys came back down and Pi played dumb. Pi hate their royalty, but play along. And then loot from Malay and then play along, Pi. Right there in Thailand, you fought the Thai gods too. Yep, 100% to do. If them dare, their hot gods will be murdered by me in broad daylight and blue sky. Them only 20s yet. Pi is near level 9.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, level 8. Yeah, level 8 optimized.
I don't even tell you, woman, that is quick enough to kill most war gods. Yep, poor war gods are only level 8. Right when you're in your space station, Pi, you boot it up all the way to level 6.
Pi, that's correct.
Yep, that's correct. That's where you understood what Had was talking about. Was it a good idea, Pi, to fight level 4s? Yeah, you match afterwards, yep. And then later on you knew, Pi. Why it's a good idea? Because you've been and then you're always in the region of acceptable.
That's correct.
Yoku. And then Phayeesern, it was 9 hours you magnifying your new decks. Yep, you fast and you saved it to your skin. And then, yep, you keep doing that normal. Hey, Phayeesern, you'll come to the conclusion, Pi. 9 hours you cutting open the lamb, it dies.
Pi, yep, 100% is doing nice with it.
It didn't see Pi as a real war god.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's correct. You saw a tip of Pi's sword reel. Yeah, it's a real sword Pi designed and used on Chinese and white gods and African real. And Phayeesern, you murdered 47 Egyptian gods before you left the planet to go heal. And then Phayeesern, you see what happened? You fucked up Mom Jerusalem, yep. And the bitches that had the glow in the forehead, yep. Pi cut them open.
Yeah, Pi cut them open.
Yep, them are murdered. Hey, Pi, 14 minutes now. We're put up her fucking hands.
Yeah, that's correct.
Me not want you filthy eyelashes, woman.
Yaka.
And Phayeesern, you won. And you know what happened, Pi? It was 9 trillion years when those are deemed unhealthy.
Yeah, Yaka.
They got zone try to play. A Phayeesern, go jib a pet, go a yaw, way to ning that, stop to go that, go to Taiwan.
Yeah, fuck the Taiwanese.
Yep, that's true. Me fucked your grandmother too, yeah, her came down.
Yeah,
real. There's pretty nice woman.
Yeah, it's a good, nice woman.
That's true. But hers broke.
Yeah, hers broke.
And kid, there is nothing. Her's lucky to be dwelling there. I'll buy up the sector and liberate her, but her is not nice.
Yaka.
Why? Because Pie's a king cobra. Yep, the other king cobra will sell because them not want have war with Pie or Pie's hawk royalty, who are the original royalties. And then them are only new royalties that can do without because them will be murdered. Really is correct. And Pie said it was Indochina gods who challenged you, you laugh.
Pie, yeah, you laugh. Pie,
Yep, you murdered them.
that's correct.
He's so stupid, Pie. When you murdered him, you did the voodoo ray, yep, the poison ray, 4 cuts, yep, them dies. Buys a 13, 14 cut, yep, ray 2, yep, melts the skin. Works throughout the Milky Way. Woman, you'll never get that ray, Pie. Hey, Pie, you gain?
Yeah, you gain, Pie.
Yep, you gain. There's a fool who absolutely think that he was smarter than you, Pie. All your knights have the 4 cut version.
That's true.
And the 14 cut version. Woman, there is no way you'll beat
Pie, yeah, you'll beat Pie.
because you'll die.
Yeah, you'll die.
Yep, they use that on Egyptian. They dies.
So, yeah, they dies too.
Hey, Phayeesern, them dies too. And the little kid didn't understand that Phayeesern, when you're fighting Egypt, you'll see what he was talking about. The liar is you, Pie. You was a level 3 fighting a bunch of level 4s, and then you look good.
Yeah, you look good, Pie.
Yep. And be careful, Pie. It was you that was so pissed off you murdered Allah, and then you made fun of him.
Pie, yeah, that's correct.
And then later on, the rest of the human gods and goddesses that them brought up there, yep, Pie lit the Israel demons. The Vang demons were in Israel, yep, who the Vang demons were from Israel, yep, who was Pie's family, yep, Pie lit they decide the fate and souls of those gods and goddesses and children.
That's true.
It is up to they to judge. Yaku. I don't want to judge you, I would rather kill you.
Yaku.
But since I have family demons, yet me allow they to judge you.
Yaku.
Me do Pie, go Pie, do dance. Do moi. On it Pie Israel toilet again and was I just saw it on ya Pie. Let's learn ya. And then right there, Pie, after you're done fucking around with Hebrew is like America, Pie. They'll tell you the truth afterwards. Yep, those, them are reasonable.
Yeah, them are reasonable.
Israel is cutthroat too. But I went up there, lots of super fast white gods who have perfect amplifying metal elixir. Their cell nucleus reaches a new speed and they save it into the skin, cell DNA, and then it's permanent. Yep, that's how you stack up naturally. And later on, Pie, you do that too, but you use a supercharger too.
That's true.
Yep, and turbo. I hate to admit, Pie, your turbo spinal cord pass, that's true. Hey, Pie, you sim when you stack turbo DNA, yep, you infinity. But later on, Pie, it was you, Pie, who you miss. You miss your son, Pie, because he passed away fighting the double Wandu.
That's true.
That's true. He is part Hebrew.
Yeah, he's part white.
Yeah, that's true. And was not as fast as the double Wandu wielder, but afterwards, that's fine.
That's fine.
Pie harvested, Pie morphed him into a spirit, and then Pie manifested him, harvested his throat, yep, device that gives him new decks. Yep, all Egyptian has that supercharge. Even Pie has an emulated form. Pie not tell you that is legal, though. That is thievery from Egypt. Yeah, that's true. But that's norms in Milky Way. That's true. And be careful, Pie. You know how evil you is, Pie. 2 hours, you cutting up the lamb, it dies.
Pie, yeah, 100% with you.
Pay to long time the shepherd up Pie. Yaku Pop, call you a good yakati mongswan, the come up with your car. Come on, mongswa, that's you, Mito Pie. Come up to the name blown of that. What that, Yala Tota, coming to that, Pie money, you chill to. Pama Pie, the motor project.
Yeah.
Pie, okay, God, the Panzula. 兩摸兩路邊啊，兩菜牌我當大咗啦，聽你用咗。
Yeah.
你都冇法，個包括你這麼多呢，係到個，係這個嘛呢，多隻英呢，呢多個三個都冇多個支出嚟，上你冇數呢，你冇你個好弄過好呢，弄過最好好呢，你會拎啊，但是別都派， you're the most evil pie. It passed away knowing that.
That's correct.
And Phayeesern, you know what happened? Egypt didn't tell you. Had it came down and melted 28 minutes.
That's true.
Yet Pi released a peerless bomb. There is no more human god DNA on Earth because you'll melt. Yep. It is a polluted, yep, atomic zone.
That's true.
Yep. It's like a hydrogen bomb that polluted the atmosphere. You cannot come down, you will burn.
That's true.
That's true. But he's gonna just say, I told it. Look, they took it. 2 hours. Him cried and he says fair.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. Yes, we do.
That's to end all evil, so that's fair. all my citizens and people are moved to Mars.
That's correct.
Yep, they were there, and then after you make the new metal moon planets, there's rods connected to Earth, and then yep, those are clean enough that yep, UFOs can land there and leave for home.
That's correct. At Phayeesern, 2 hours of Elaine crying, and then he tells the truth. There's this stupid idiot that didn't talk to you, thinks that there's any kind of book. There's none.
He has none. Rahu Krot never came down because Pi murdered off the planet. It will not come down.
Yeah, it will not come down.
Because it knows it melts women.
That's true.
The Hawks simply laugh.
Y'all could. Hey, Pi, go yang Pi. Blow Pi, don't go on time.
Yeah, on time, Pi. And Pi's in 2083. When we moved the rest of the humans, Pi, the Europeans that you allowed to become mages, yep, they moved. Pi's moved to Mars, and then right there, Pi, yep, the rest of them are murdered by the atomic bomb, the perilous bomb, the virus ray bomb, and that melts anything. And Pi said, be careful in 58. It dies over there, and it is the kid that doubted you, Pi. It says, how come God vowed me as a human pearl? How come you think my heart is weak? Me is not weak. Me will show you no mercy or pity. And ye dies all thou.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, because your angel was a Pi a yoke. Me do mon va. Because she have pay, because to share the to die to awesome. He dies right there.
Fuck his mom in Chinese.
Yeah. That's okay. Pi bred about 60 million new souls by near 80.
Yeah, 80 million.
Yeah, 80 million. Is one of Pi's weaker sons. Yet nothing new. Paul got him.
Yeah, Paul got him 100% it.
Stupid thing.
Y'all good.
I told you the truth. No, you was more Chinese than Hmong. Yep, you guys.
Yeah, you guys.
That is correct. And later on, Pi him didn't see. Pi cut him up right there. Yep, in broad daylight.
Yeah, 100%
Yep, that's correct. And kid, I know which son and daughter is not worth keeping. Pi murder it ahead of time.
That's correct.
Pi. When you're done, Pi. I saw 14 minutes of the woman crying. You didn't care. You told her your age.
Yeah, you age, woman.
You know what me saw, Yoke, and Pi said. You know what she said to you? You're the most evil war god, Pi. There's 8 million souls on the internet weeping, and they wrote, we didn't mean to harm you, Pi. Now we know we are cursed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you said, 2083 more goat demons coming back down.
Hey, plus 100% is the guys do.